Yo guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to another video. So, who loves iced coffee? Yeah, I know I do. It is something that I love in the summer. The weather is getting warmer. Who doesn't love a nice, refreshing iced coffee? So I thought I would take you through a recipe that I've recently kind of created myself. It's really simple, but it gives you the iced coffee with a punch of protein, which for those of you that are into your fitness and general health, you can't complain, can you? You get your iced coffee and your protein in one. So, all you need is a few things. You're going to need some coffee, you're going to need some protein, and that's pretty much it. I will talk you through how to create an iced coffee without using protein, but I don't have all of the ingredients to take you through a full iced coffee, so you'll just have to go with me on that one. Right, I'm getting thirsty, so let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so the first thing that you are going to need to do is you're going to need to make your coffee. Now, what you really want is a shot of espresso or 2 shots depending on your whether you want a really strong coffee or not. I unfortunately do not have the capacity here to make a proper espresso shot. If you have like a cafetiere or a machine that can give you a really nice condensed shot of espresso, I recommend you using that. If you don't, all you need is some instant coffee. I have got a Costa Rican blend from Aldi. And all you're going to do is you're going to stick a teaspoon or 2 of this into your chosen glass. And then you're going to pour onto that a tiny amount of boiling water. You don't want to fill your cup up, you just want a small amount, maybe a shot's worth, 25 mils max, just so that you can mix it in with your coffee. And obviously, the less water you mix with this, the stronger it is and the more like an espresso shot it will be. The next thing that you guys need to do is fill that glass up with ice. The more ice, the better. You want this ice to get to the very top of your glass. One mistake I've made in the past is not putting enough ice in my iced coffees, putting the ice in afterwards, putting like 3 or 4 ice cubes in, and it just not being cold enough. So once you've made your espresso shot and your espresso shot is in the bottom of your glass, you are going to pack your glass full of ice as much as possible. What I then tend to do is swirl the ice around to bring the coffee temperature down so the coffee is then cold and not still hot. And then we move on to the next part. So now that you've got a glass with a shot of espresso and your ice, the next part is to top up your drink to finish it off. Now, if you're making a normal iced coffee, what you would do at this stage is add milk. That could be a dairy milk, or you could use things like milk alternatives like almond milk, coconut milk, oat milk, all those kind of things. I unfortunately don't have any milk in my flat at the moment, so I cannot show you that alternative. But that is an option for you if you've got it. However, this video is a protein iced coffee, so we're going to use the protein at this stage. Now, I have a Impact Whey protein from Myprotein, and this is a chocolate caramel flavour. What I would recommend is you think about the flavour of the protein because you are mixing it with coffee, and you will get that coffee flavour depending on how strong you've made your espresso shot. So things like chocolate, caramels, toffees, peanut butter, banana maybe, those are all flavours that would complement the coffee. But if you were to add something like a strawberry, it would probably not work as well. Ultimately, experiment, see what you think, but that is my recommendation. So what you're going to do is you are going to mix up your protein with some water. Depending on the size of the glass, depends on the amount of water you need. You can use 2 scoops of protein, but that would be quite thick. So if you want a runnier iced coffee like you would get in a shop, my recommendation is 1 scoop of protein mixed with some cold water under your tap. Give it a good shake or blend it depending on what you've got at home. And then you are going to pour your protein mix onto your ice and into your coffee. Now, if like me, you have these nice reusable metal straws, at this point, I mix up the whole mixture together. I mix up the ice, I mix up the coffee, I mix up the protein shake, and I make sure that it is all evenly distributed so I don't have a protein shake with a coffee shot underneath it. You want it nicely mixed. And then once you have done that, you are good to go. Now, the good thing about using protein powders, they're already sweetened, so you won't need to add anything extra, like extra sugars or anything like that. But if you don't use protein and you use standard milk or milk alternatives, there are other things that you can use to sweeten your coffee if that's what you prefer. Now recently I did an order with my protein, hence the protein powder, and I got some of these flavor drops. Now, I've never really used flavor drops before. This is the first time I've ordered them. And when I've used things similar to this in the past, like zero sugar syrups and stuff, they've not really been strong enough and I've not really enjoyed them. Whereas these things, these are like an explosion in your mouth. And as it says, 0 calories, 0 sugar. So if you're after a healthier option, things like this are great. You can get, this one's a vanilla, you can get all sorts of different flavors. So if you have them, at that point I would recommend dropping a few drips of this on. It will obviously impact on the flavor, but it adds a little bit of sweetness to it. Alternatively, you can have things like stevia, is that what it's called? Like the sugar alternative. You can add sweeteners, you can add sugar itself, honey, things like that to make it sweeter. But yeah, there you go. One iced coffee made. Oh, this tastes incredible. Cheers. So guys, let me know how you get on with this. This is a recipe that, like I say, I just thought, I wonder if it'll work. And it did, really well. So let me know how you get on. If you enjoyed this specific type of recipe, please comment down below. And enjoy your iced coffees in the sun. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out, guys. Bye.